everybody, the Boston Source here, checking in, catching up with the franchise. Frankie Scarboro Jr. here. Hey, man, we talked about it before the fight. Hey, weren't playing around. We knew what was at stake there, before the fight. Undefeated fighter, went in there, got the first round knockout victory over in Fort Lauderdale, Florida on Pro Box, man. So we just catching up with you after that win, man. Like, how was it to get that, in short work?
It was cool. The whole experience was cool. It was a short night, so I didn't get to showcase my abilities. But nobody knows what's coming, so that's why people keep coming back. And after that one, I'm pretty sure the next time I fight, wherever it may be, people are gonna be coming back. And like I said, I'm just proud that I could give my fans and supporters their money's worth.
Yeah, exactly. That was the thing about it. It was that, coming from, the last fight in September, going into this and, as I said, stepping up in competition and things like that, you knew what the challenge was ahead of you there in Fort Lauderdale and, being part of that feature there on Pro Box. So, getting that win against the undefeated fighter Onyx Sanchez, that kind of puts you in a little bit of a position to kind of work up there within the particular division. So even though it was short work, what could be ahead of you in 2026. And you kind of talked about that immediately after the fight, with the guys there, Pro Box there, with, Paulie and those there. So, how was it to, say, okay, I was in there, I did what I had to do, take care of business, and now it's on to the next?
Man, it was what I expected, I expected everything to go exactly the way it did. So it was no surprise to me. It was probably a surprise to everybody else, but it was no surprise to me. And that's the best answer that I could give you because, it's shocking the world. I got supporters and people that took interest that didn't know who I was before.
Right.
But it's a shock to them. Like I said, it's not a shock to me. I know the hard work that I put in. My coaches know. It's probably not a shock to them.
Yeah.
But if you look back and I talk about everything that I say I'm going to do, I haven't lied not one time. I haven't misled anybody not one time. I'm here to stay. I'm here to gain every belt at 130. Right now, I went from rank number 200 something when I first started my career. I'm number 8 now, and 7 more people to go, and there's 4 more belts out there that I want.
Word, yeah, it's time to, start talking about those belts there at 130. Like I said, there's most of the fighters that's out there. I know that there's, a fight that's coming up within that particular division that involves one of those belts. And then, you got a few other these world champions out there that, are trying to get in position to have a defense of those world titles and things like that. You're quickly climbing up the ranks. So all it takes is that, hey, it's just a matter of time.
It's a matter of time.
Before you get up there, you're knocking on the door, be like, hey, champ. Hey, I'm right here. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about it. So, that's what we're looking for in 2026 is getting to that plan in order to, fight for the world title. So, hopefully, we got, all of that's organized there with the team and things like that. But, hey, like you said, you know what the plan is and you stuck with the plan and everything you said is pretty much come to fruition.
It's manifesting itself, yeah. And I can't manifest it enough. I don't want to keep saying it. I could keep saying the same thing over and over again, but right now I feel like I'm just wasting my words. I could show people better than I could tell them, and I'm all here for showing right now.
Yeah, exactly. You had the team there, Coach Nesso, Metro, were there, with you down in Fort Lauderdale, and, like I said, you was locked in, so it didn't matter. You had, all the things as far as the media, handled all that type of stuff. But once all that was said and done, stepped in the ring, did what you had to do, pretty much caught him with the punch, knocked it down and everything like that. So, that's what you look for, in these fights is to, get the victory as always.
Absolutely.
But also, see if you're able to get a spectacular, definitive victory once you do it there. And you were able to do that there against Onyx Sanchez there. So, how was been the reception after that, from the fans and things like that?
It was cool, man. I met a lot of people that I only seen on TV. I had people taking pictures with me there. I had people taking pictures with me at the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
It was definitely a new experience. Man, I'm ready for it. It was a taste of what's yet to come.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they fly me back out to Florida to fight next fight. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm one for the road. I'm a fan of the road, and That's no secret.
yeah, no doubt. I mean, I know we got the things over there, the Pro Box and stuff like that, to be out there by Plant City and Lakeland, but going out there to like Fort Lauderdale or Miami, that's like a different experience, and other things like being off I-95 or whatever it is. But yeah, we're trying to get you to that particular point, because we've seen what happens with Pro Box, like the fighters that fight in Pro Box, and they could be there in a feature fight. They get a win, and they could be in a position to fight for a world title. Actually, we've seen it before in a couple of fighters with Pro Box that's been able to win a world title. You know what I mean? So we gotta have that for Francois Scarboro Jr. Man. So that's part of the plan.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Pro Box, man. I love y'all so much, and I'm your guy. I don't know how many times I gotta say it, reiterate it. I'm the guy that you've been looking for. Let's get this show on the road.
Yeah, let's get this show on the road, and let's get Francois Scarboro Jr. in the main event. That's the plan. That's the plan right there.
I don't really care about main events. I care about them 4 belts that's out there roaming. It's part of my list, and whoever has a belt is probably on that hit list of mine that I got in my closet. So the best is yet to come, and like a rearview mirror, I'm closer than I may appear.
Oh, there it is, man. Hey, and with that list, we're going to cross out this name right here, and then we got another name that we're going to be crossing out, and then we got a few more that we're going to be crossing out in 2026, and that's what we're looking for here for the franchise, Francois Scarboro Jr.
Absolutely.
Here coming up, man. And as always, thanks for chopping it up with the Boxing Source, and yeah, we're looking for more here in 2026 from the franchise.
Hey, maybe 5 more fights if I'm lucky.
Oh, we gonna make that happen.
Maybe 5 more fights if I'm lucky. Not with Pro Box. I'm talking about the year 2026.
Yeah. I feel
5 more in 2026. That's my goal.
All right, that's what's up. So y'all be looking forward to the franchise there in 2026. We shooting for 5 fights.
Yes,
there it
sir.
is. All right.